pretty crazy stuff here. So my name is David Simney. I'm super excited to be here tonight at this meetup to talk about my favorite subject, which is
collagen.
Collagen. It's so funny because like when I first heard of collagen, my mom was putting it on in a topical form like 20 years ago, and everybody thought collagen for years was just specifically to put on your skin. And then we start to learn that like you literally are what you eat, right? So collagen is also part of what you consume. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about collagen and our liquid collagen, which is, it's funny when we say collagen because that's kind of limiting. You know, it's the buzzword that everybody knows, but really it's collagen and what? Hyaluronic acid, HA. Just say HA if you can't get it. And then also we have chondroitin sulfate, and we also have a super potent blend of antioxidants and resveratrol. So we'll touch on all of these very briefly, but ultimately when you just say collagen, it gets people's attention because there's kind of a collagen revolution happening in this country right now. What we predicted, Robert, 8 years ago with Ozma, and when this company started, our company right here is the pioneer in collagen. We've been talking about this before anybody even understood that you could drink it, that it was bioavailable, and also that like all collagens are not created equal. So I'm going to really focus in on that tonight. But first we have to have a general understanding of collagen and the role of collagen and hyaluronic acid in our bodies, what it's doing. So let's start with kind of the way that collagen works. So I mentioned three things, right? I mentioned hyaluronic acid, HA, collagen, and chondroitin sulfate. Also, there's glycosaminoglycans, certain kinds of proteins. We're all born with collagen and HA. Our little babies, I've got a 2-year-old who just broke his leg. This guy heals up so quick. They have a ball of hyaluronic acid because it's found anywhere there's moisture in your body. If you've ever seen that movie, The Curious Case of Benjamin Buttons, with Brad Pitt, you've probably seen somebody that's got, if they've got an accelerated aging problem where a young kid looks like an elderly person, that's how you know they don't have hyaluronic acid. So HA, the levels of HA in your bloodstream are inversely related to the signs and symptoms of aging. So very, very important, but yet not a lot of people know about it, although they're injecting it. But they're injecting a different form, and we'll talk about that. So that's HA. Comes from the Greek word meaning hyalus or glass. It's a clear, sinewy substance that's found anywhere there's moisture in your body from your head to your toe. The follicles of your hair, the vitreous humor of your eyes, the gooey stuff in your eyes, that's 95% hyaluronic acid. Okay, it's also found in your synovial fluid. It's found everywhere. Take notes because there's a quiz at the end. It's like, oh, darn. We're like, there's 18 cameras going live right now, so I think we've got it covered. Go back, rewind. Do people say rewind anymore? I do, I guess. You know.
You do if you're from the 80s.
You know, from the 80s. So yeah, it's very interesting how, one thing we don't know about topicals is, and do we have any estheticians in the house? Topicals don't penetrate the what? Dermis. Transdermal absorption. Not happening. Why? Because it's a large, heavy molecule. It's like trying to park a battleship in a garage. Ain't going through. It's like trying to shove like a garbage can through a chain link fence. Like, no, not happening. So your body has a barrier. It's called the skin. It's actually there to keep that stuff out. Your skin is there to protect you. It's the largest organ in your body. So this is why no topical in the world can go right on through that thing. So that's why we have to begin from within, from inside, exactly. So collagen is over here in younger, youthful skin with tons of, you know, HA and collagen. Then in about our mid-20s to mid-30s, it's all downhill from there. We're literally going from a plum to a prune. I thought I had the perfect slide for that, but I don't. But it's okay. I haven't done a slideshow presentation in 12 years. No, I'm kidding. And now once we get older, our skin starts to loosen and wrinkle, and we get these kind of crow's feet, and we get this kind of loosening and wrinkling of the skin. And then ultimately, it starts to get to a point where it's kind of irreversible. And that's where you want to start in your mid-20s and mid-30s on collagen supplementation. The same way that if a doctor told you, well, hey, you need more calcium for your bones, so you drink milk and you take calcium supplementation, it's the same way with collagen, yet people used to get collagen in their diets. They're, you know, when they boil like the entire chickens and the chicken soup and all that stuff, the broth and all of that. Now it's what? Boneless, skinless, everything, right? We're just not getting it in our diets. and we're not getting it in our regular food, and the cheap stuff that people sell, which is from cows and pigs, does not absorb. So unless you're taking our product that's bioavailable, that's perfectly molecular weight to absorb in your body, you're not really going to get that accumulation, then your body can't really use it. So this is a close-up on collagen, and we talk about what collagen supports. I mean, obviously, you've got your joints. It was originally designed as a joint supplement, the liquid biocell, because obviously we've got type 2 collagen, which is for your bones. So it's strengthen your bones, your cartilage, your tendons, your ligaments, all of that structural stuff in your body it's going to support. But it's not just for that. It's also for, your organs, your tissues, right? It's also for your skin. We know that. It's for your hair, your eyes, ocular health. Okay, your nails. I have to cut my nails once a week. And anyone that, can feel me that's taking this product, they know the deal. Gingival health, your gums, right? Anybody have, like gum lines that are just going away? When you take this product, you don't get the zingers anymore. It's crazy when you see the benefits of collagen supplementation daily, every single day, in a clinical efficacious dosage, and your stronger nails. So now we've got clinical studies. Right now there are 7 U.S. and international patents, 37 clinical studies that support our product. Some are ingredient science, some of them most are randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled studies in major medical journals. I actually teach doctors about collagen. So, when you understand the differences out there, we're going to talk about them. So the first one is bioavailability, guys. Bioavailability is everything. What your body recognizes, because everything else, let's say I took a big thing of like Juvederm or Restylane, right? The injectable stuff. Let's say I drank it. Please don't do that. But if I did, I would probably die. But if I didn't die, it certainly wouldn't help me because it's just going to pass right through, right? Your body is not going to absorb it. It's like oil and water. It's not going to mix. So you have to have bioavailability, meaning a molecular weight that your body can absorb. Now I'm going to nerd out here for a second. The molecular weight of our liquid biocell, of our product, is 1.3 to 1.8 kilodaltons. All right? That's totally nerding out. Here's all it means. If the molecule's too small, it'll pass right through. If the molecule's too big, it'll pass right through. Again, think of the chain link fence. It's kind of like that. So could you get a tennis ball through a chain link fence?
Maybe. Enough pressure.
That would be really tough. How about a baseball through a chain link fence?
No.
Probably not. So again, it has to be the right size. Okay, so if you took like a racquetball, done. So again, that's the analogy, like it has to fit through that chain link fence. That's your body, your bioavailability. So our clinical trials show after 90 days, an increase in the absorption basically, and there's a placebo-controlled group on this study as well, an increase of 60-fold, 6,000% for those of you that don't do math, in just 28 days. So after literally 4 weeks on our product, your body's now swimming in HA. And then it allows it to process throughout the body. So that's the hyaluronic acid. The results are very, very compelling. We have a ton of results. This is Thera. I know her well. She was at our event in Utah 2 years ago, and she looked just like that. That was a longer result, by the way. That wasn't 90 days. She's been on her product for years. This was a 6-month result. A lot of these are 90 days. So basically to wrap up on the collagen side. So collagen is kind of like the leather seats for your car. It's the most abundant protein found in your body. It's one of those things that just your body can't live without. And as you start to age and you start to get, like I said, in your mid-20s, mid-30s, you're losing collagen. The biggest thing that we can do is supplement. And if you've ever had any kind of injuries, or you've ever had any kind of like clicking and joints breaking down and grinding and all of that stuff, here's what happens. Once you start to lose HA and collagen, right, you're going from a plum to a prune. But what you see externally, right, the signs and symptoms of aging, the loosening, the wrinkling of the skin, imagine, that's just external. That's just what you see with your eyes. Imagine what's going on in the inside, to your joints and your connective tissues and all of that. So what you can't see, you can feel. And when your body starts to break down, once you're starting to lose HA and collagen, and you have any kind of injury, or maybe you're a little overweight, right? None of us are overweight, right? Because like if you're not at the weight that Mother Nature intended you to be, or God or Heavenly Father, if that's what you believe, if you're not at your ideal weight, you're putting extra stress on your bones. Have you ever seen that? Like extra 10 or 20 pounds puts like a certain percentage of stress on your joints, like an extra. So all of that stuff over time starts to tear down your body very quickly. And so what happens is, it's really hot in here, guys, and I'm already jumping, so I'll get through it. Otherwise, I might just fly away. We go downstairs and we'll cool off and have some logic. But basically what happens is when your body starts to break down, that clicking and grinding will start to develop little osteophytes and bone spurs, and eventually the cartilage will just wear away and you'll be bone on bone. Okay, and that's when they have to come in with an injectable form of hyaluronic acid that's very expensive, only works 50% of the time. And you have to keep going back every 6 months. And you're not giving your body the ability to rebuild and repair itself, okay? So that is hyaluronic acid, collagen, then chondroitin sulfate's like the shock absorber for your car. There's 13 superfruit antioxidants that help your immune system. Like a soldier, you wouldn't go into battle without armor, right? A healthy DNA, healthy immune system is supported by antioxidants. I think we all know about the power of antioxidants. What our company does, we just said, look, let's get the best of the best and put it all together. So we didn't have to worry about, well, this one is great for this. And, like pomegranate is a higher antioxidant than green tea. But I'm not going to just drink pomegranate. That's expensive. And then I'm not going to just drink the goji, the red diamond of traditional Chinese herbal medicine. I want all of it. Call me selfish. So I want a supplement that's going to cover all of that stuff. So I got that. And then we have resveratrol, which is a 98% pure trans resveratrol. And that's going to help with cardiovascular, with leptin levels. It's going to help with a whole host of things. But all of the anti-aging people out there are taking resveratrol supplementation. So in one dosage of ours, you're got equivalent of 4 bottles of red wine, and you don't have, you can drive home from the party. So we're good for tonight. So with that, I'm just going to end on these 3 things. What are the key differences between our collagen and HA and everything else on the market? And this is not hype. This is not hyperbole. There's no platitudes here. There's no exaggerations. This is proven. And it's something that I've been studying for actually this year is 10 years. Okay, so they say to get really good at anything, you got to do it for 10 years. So when you hear Robert talk about nutrition, we're talking 20 to 30 years. So he's really, really, really good. And that's why he's got, a massive business and a huge company and all of this stuff. And that's why he can literally stand up in front of a room and hold a crowd for 2 hours if he needs to. Literally, no notes, no nothing. Is because he's been doing nutrition for so long. And by the way, that guy doesn't endorse products. Okay, just so you know. He does his own stuff. So for him to come on board and talk about our liquid collagen fat shrinker, for him to come on board and talk about our collagen and its role in nutrition and body composition, that's epic, like for him. And you can go back 20, 30 years, you do not see him, putting his name on products. So this is a big thing. So the key 3 differences for you before we wrap this up is how is our product different? So number 1, I touched on it, is bioavailability. Okay, if it's from cows or pigs or fish, or if they try to tell you it's from plants, send them packing, because that's a gimmick. Collagen cannot be from plants. Okay, it must be animal derived. Okay, that doesn't mean that we're out there killing animals. It's a byproduct. It's what they're throwing away. So it's a very important distinction when you have people who are vegans or vegetarians and they're concerned about, what the treatment is. It's non-GMO, it's hormone-free, okay? And so we want to understand that it's a byproduct, meaning it's something that it's effectively, I look at it almost like as recycling. You can look at it from all different ways, but you just have to understand that it doesn't work if it's from plants. So we have to get past that part. And then once we get there, it's bioavailability, meaning the molecular weight. So I've already touched on that. Now, the second reason that it's different is the delivery system. So powdered collagen, pills, caplets. The number 1 thing they find in sewers are what? Pills, exactly. And you can still read the labels half the time. So depending upon the caplet, the coating, you say, oh, well, I've got the liquid cap. All of that stuff still is an extra barrier to digestion. Okay, so liquids are number 1. Submucosal delivery is the best way to get supplements into your bloodstream. It's like an IV. If they have to, do we have any RNs in the house? If you have to revive somebody, They do it sublingually, submucosally. So the capillaries right under your tongue is the highest absorbable place in your entire body. So we have a liquid delivery system. You swish it around in your mouth, let it absorb. Of course, it's going to get metabolized through the GI tract, but these proteins are going to go into your bloodstream and then get into your synovial fluid and go throughout your body the same way you drink milk and it helps your bones. Same exact way. All right, now the third reason or way that we're different is because we have not just collagen. This is a naturally occurring matrix of HA, collagen, and hyaluronic acid. So you're getting a lot more bang for your buck. It's a single source. It's not put together in a lab. And it is unique in the marketplace. Again, 7 patents, 37 clinical trials that support it in major medical journals. So when you're talking about XYZ company that's out there promoting their bone broth or their powder or their whatever coffee, drop the zero and get with a hero. It's very, very simple because we're the only company that's got this many patents, that's got this kind of bioavailability, that's got this delivery system, and on top of it, we've got the other things to sweeten the deal, like, of course, the different forms of it. We have one that is specifically called Life. We have one that's called Sport with branched chain amino acids for muscle recovery. That's the one you saw Maureen Shea taking. We have one that is called Skin, fortified specifically to help skin. And then we have one that's called Pure, okay, that's for anybody that may have allergies to fruit or have any issues, with dieting or sugar intake or any of that. We've also branched out into a whole host of other stuff. The world's only, clean collagen energy drink, which is insane. There's 2 types of that. I'm team black can. There's a white can, team white can, I figured. But I drank one on the way here, and I poured it on the rocks, and I took that first sip, and I literally went, oh, I love this stuff. It's like, why would you drink Red Bulls and Monsters, and what's the new one they have out there? There's a new one everyone's talking about. Bang. Why would you drink that crap? I'm sorry. Those things are crap. You can die from drinking those things. Right. Why would you put chemicals in your body like that? Why wouldn't you supplement with collagen? It's going to help your joints and your skin and your hair and your nails and your eyes and gums and get the energy. So there's that, and comparably priced, by the way. And then we have our new clean collagen coffee. It is a smart coffee. It's a happy coffee. We got a coffee bar. We're going to be going crazy on it. And literally, this is the new thing. On top of it, we have the fat shrinker that we call Trim. That is insane. It's a game changer that Robert talked about. And beyond all of this, we also have chewables. We've got portable kits. So there's so many ways to get your collagen. And just to make things better, the company partnered 2 years ago, not only with our former company, but with this company that we're all in that does clean living household products. So it's just such a great match of products you're already buying, at the big box stores, and now you can convert your home to clean living products, and it's just been an absolute blast, from soaps to household care to detergent to cleansers to laundry to what's your favorite product? Just shout it out, your household product.
Household cleaner.
The cleaner, the spray, the fresh base spray. I mean, there's so much stuff, and then you've got the shampoos and you've got the personal care. I literally used 10 products getting ready this morning. I had the hair gel, I had the lotion, I had my shampoo, my conditioner, I had the fresh base after I used the, and then I had I even had the hair gel, and so it's like you have 10 products before you even leave the house, and you know that it's gray water safe. You know that it's good for your children. It's good for your house. Like, we only have one home that we can control, and we're letting chemical companies rule our lives because it's on sale. Like, why are we letting chemical companies come into our home and dictate whether or not we end up with some wonky disease in 10, 20, 30 years? Why are we doing that? We can't control the rain and all of that stuff, but what we can control is what we put into our own home. So we've got a great line of products for that. So right now I'm going to throw it back to Robert, and after the presentation, we're going to answer any questions that you might have and mix and mingle. And if we have a few minutes after, we're going to do like a mastermind training on the business side. So I hope you guys will all stick around. All right? So that's it, guys.
Yay, bravo, bravo.
Back to Robert.
Yeah, that's if you guys look over there, Travis.